Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We teach that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the 12 lost tribes of Israel and the true Jews in the Bible. We are not affiliated with any other group or organization. And today I want to teach you who your brother is. And it's important how important it is to love your brother, the importance behind loving your brother. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we are brothers. We are Israel. And it's proven to us in the Bible. There's so many scriptures that prove to you who your brother is in the Bible. But the Christian church never told you these things. They kept it hidden from you just to keep you lost out here in the world and make their money. That's basically what the Christian church was about, making their money.
That's right.
They didn't care about being your brother and teaching you how to serve the Lord the way you were supposed to, the way you were intended to. They kept you away from your law, statutes, and commandments, and only told you the 10 Commandments, and at the same time they told them to you, they broke them right in front of your face and taught you to break them.
Right.
But we're not teaching you that in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. We're going to teach you the truth in this Bible and who your brother is so that you can understand how important it is to love your brother. You know what I'm saying? Your power is in loving your brother. Your strength is in loving your brother. The strength of this nation is in loving your brother.
Right.
That's how important it is to love your brother. And we can find out who our brother is in these scriptures, in this King James Bible. Baba Kashah, I want you to get me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
All right.
And this right here is gonna tell you who the Lord chose. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna show you in these scriptures the true chosen people of the Most High and who He loved out of His people. You know what I'm saying? He didn't choose everybody like the Christian church wants you to believe. Go ahead, sir.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Thou art an holy people. So like, thou art a holy people. That's first thing he's saying right here in this scripture. You are a holy people. And we all know by now, holy means separate. Go ahead.
Thou art holy people unto the Lord thy God. The
Right.
Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
The Lord has chosen us to be a special people. And we'll find out who the people is that he chose later on. But he has chosen you to be a special people, man. You special. You ain't just somebody out here running around, man, with no clue of what's going on like we've been running around for these hundreds of years. You've been taught to run around like that. But we here for a purpose, man. We got things to do here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn to love each other, man. Go ahead. Anything else?
To be a special people unto himself, above all people.
Above all people, man. Read that again.
Above all people
Above
that
all
are on
people.
the face of the earth.
Upon the face of the earth, man. All people, man. Every person other than you, man. All people. Anything else there?
That's make you read on.
Read on.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor chose you because you were more in number than than any people,
right?
But ye were the fewest of all people.
Right. That's how the Lord gonna show you his power, man. He ain't choose you because you a bunch of people. Your strength ain't in your numbers, man.
Right.
Your strength is in loving the Lord and following his statutes and law, statutes, and commandments. And that's gonna be your strength because he chose you and he gonna give you the power. I don't care if it's one of you. If you following the Lord, he gonna give you that power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to learn this stuff and understand this stuff, man. It's important because we lost out here.
Right.
We losing it. We losing it in every kind of way it is out here to lose. We losing. We choosing all the wrong ways, man.
If I can say. Yes, and because the Deuteronomy 7:6 says, the Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people. That means the Lord has a special people.
Right. Right.
Everybody is not special.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. Only us, man. Only the ones he chose.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. He's selfish too. He chose us. He chose us, man. And we should be happy, man.
Right.
We should understand that, man. The Lord chose us. Right. We should look at that like, Man, the Lord chose us. He didn't choose them people. Even though we look at what them people got and we want what they got.
Right, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? The devil got all this and that. We want that. Nah, man. What the Lord said he gonna give you is way more than that.
If I can if I can add to that, that's a heavy what you're saying right there. It's saying like, as you are special people unto himself, unto the Lord, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Now, most people say, oh no, I'm part of that special people.
Right.
I'm part of that love, but that ain't what this says
right.
There's a special people above all people. There's some people in there. We're attempting to show you that the Lord is said you're special people above all people.
Right.
Everybody wants to be part of that number.
Right.
When the saints go marching in, but that ain't gonna be it. You ain't gonna, all the people out there ain't saints, they ain't above all people.
Right.
God has a special people.
Right. And we them people. And we've been so destroyed here. We want to be the low people. we want to be savages. We want to run around call each other savages and this and that. We want to be the low people.
We want to be like that.
We way better than that, man.
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28:1. Okay.
Man, we lost out here, man. We need to understand this, man. We'll get our strength back for sure. Right. We don't have to be running around trying to be savages and robbing each other, man. Right. We'll love each other, man. Give me what you got.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations on the earth.
Right. All we got to do, man, is hearken to the Lord, man, what he said, to these commandments. All we got to do is listen and do what he said. And he gonna give it all to us. Right. We ain't understanding this, man. We thinking we can go out here and fight and hustle our way from the bottom to the top, man. You ain't gonna never get it. Look at Puffy. you gonna get to the top if they give you trinkets. And that's Satan giving you them trinkets, man. Right. And when you get there, you're gonna lose it all. Because it wasn't meant for you. The Lord didn't give it to you. The only way you're gonna get it is listen to the Lord, man. He gonna give you everything you need. Right. Read that verse again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So like, it shall come to pass. That means it's gonna happen. If you listen to the Lord and do what he say, man. If you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
To the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe and do all the commandments which I have given thee, all the commandments thee this day.
Right.
That the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
All nations, above all the nations. We're going to be on top, man. We ain't going to have to be out here hustling each other, man. Robbing and stealing and killing each other. We ain't going to have to do that to each other, man. We learn to love each other. Man, we're gonna lift each other up, man. The Lord going to lift all of us up. You know what I'm saying? We'll be on top of this mess, man. And it won't be a mess no more. Go ahead, sir.
If I can say. Yeah, this is also saying that it's heavy what you're saying. It's also saying that this is what we should have had.
Right.
This is what we're supposed to have. We're supposed to be the head, not the tail. Right. It says we're supposed to be high above all the nations of the earth.
Right.
But the Lord had this set up for us, man, tailor-made like a fitted suit. Right. All we had to do is do what? The Bible says, do all his commandments, which I have commanded this day.
Right. All the commandments.
That's all
man.
we had to do.
And these commandments ain't hard to do, man. Everybody want to say, man, ain't nobody following those 607 laws. Ain't nobody doing that. You don't even know what that is. How you going to say that you don't even know what that is? How you going to say that?
And if I could say, if I could say, the Christian church have lost sight. Our people, our Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians have lost sight of who these commandments were given to. Right. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Because you got all these fake Jews out here. You got Elam. You got all these people claiming a God. You got the Moabites, the Chinese, the Japanese, Ammonites, all trying to claim to be what's in this Bible. And the Bible says he got a special people. All we got to do is keep the commandments. The Lord said, if you do this, I'm going to make you high above all the nations of the earth.
Right. That's heavy, sir.
Right.
And we don't even want to follow our God. We want to follow other people's God. We can't listen out. We can't even. These devils got us so tricked out here. They give us our book.
Right.
They give us our book with our God and telling us who He is. Right. And we, instead of going through these scriptures and finding out, then this is us. Going wrong. We're gonna listen to what He say. He gonna give us a picture of a European homosexual, and tell us to worship that, and we gonna worship that, man. We just listening to what He say.
We want to go to Saint Borgia and believe the Christmas God,
right?
Believe all this God that Nimrod has put on there, and him and his mother lover,
right?
He loved his mother,
right?
A little bit more than too much, and we believe in that crap.
Right. We got to understand, man. This was a heavy curse put on us, man, for not listening to the Lord, man. This was a heavy thing done to us because our forefathers want to be hard-headed, just like we being hard-headed now. Just like we being hard-headed now, man. Don't want to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand. Like I don't really like talking to Christians, man, because they say the stupidest things, man. They say the stupidest things, and you can sit there and listen to what they saying, and you be like, how can you not understand what I'm saying to you? How can you not understand the things I'm saying to you, and I'm showing it to you in the scriptures? Instead of you understanding this, you want to be so selfish and so brainwashed to just say, the Lord gonna do this for me, the Lord gonna do that for me, but you don't want to do what the Lord say do. The Lord gonna just give you everything. If that's the case, why you go to church? Right. If the Lord gonna come and take sin away from you and all this, why are you going to church? Right. There's no use to go to church if the Lord gonna come and do everything for you. There's no use to worship, no use to serve the Lord. Right. So, and how can you believe that? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense, man. You gotta listen to the Lord, man. And the Lord said, love your brothers. If you love your brother, you wouldn't be teaching your brothers these lies.
If I may say,
go ahead, sir.
If they knew who their brothers were, that's the whole thing,
right? And
then some of them know, some of them don't know, some of them think that they all part, or we the same. God loves them all, and they don't understand these curses were intended for certain people.
Right?
If they knew that the Lord have the blessings for you, laid out in front of you in Deuteronomy 28, then you'll know who those blessings. Who they were intended for, you know.
Right.
You gonna know who those curses in a little bit, and even 40 years have passed, and now we know who the curses for some of us. But in the Christian church, they still think that they got some blessings. The Lord gonna give them a blessing. Don't realize that the curses have fell on them.
Oh, they already blessed. You see the signs on the cars, and they always saying, "I'm blessed."
Oh, yeah.
They already blessed. Where you blessed doing what you want to do? They already blessed, but you gonna find out you ain't. You gonna find out if you don't hearken to the voice of the Lord.
Right.
But you need to understand. You need to learn who your brother is, man. You need to learn, and you can tell who your brother is by the curses in the scriptures that tell you the people that fell under these curses. And can you give me Deuteronomy 28:15? You'll find out who fell under these curses and who didn't, man. You will find out in these scriptures. If you ever get in these scriptures, get in this school right here, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, because we the only ones gonna teach you the truth. Everybody else gonna lie to you, get your money, and do all kind of other things to you. That's it, man. They're not gonna give you this truth.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass again.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right,
to observe to do all his commandments,
right,
and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day,
right,
that all these curses shall come upon thee,
right,
and overtake thee.
Right. These curses in Deuteronomy gonna come over you, man. The Lord's chosen people. Mm-hmm. They're gonna come over the people the Lord chose, his special people. Right. If we don't listen to him, these curses are gonna come on those people. Not no other people, those people that he chose, his special people. Those are who the curses are gonna come for.
Go ahead. So that's right. That's heavy too. And then you will see who your brother is.
Right.
You'll see your brother that's all those people out there worshiping Christmas, getting ready to worship New Year. You'll see that that your poor brother has allowed this curse to come on him.
Right.
Because you know, Christmas and pagan, those are curses.
Right.
Man.
And we're gonna show them.
Know.
Right. We're gonna show them who their brother is.
You know who your brother is, because he ain't getting nothing for Christmas.
Go ahead, give me
He's giving out everything to everybody.
Right. Everything. Give me 16. Mm-hmm.
Cursed thou shalt be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right. You're gonna be cursed everywhere, man. Everywhere. Wasn't you cursed in the field? Wasn't we out there picking cotton under all conditions? All the conditions. I don't care. You pregnant, you barefooted pregnant out there in the field. And now these sisters don't want to be barefooted and pregnant in the kitchen, cooking for her man. But that goddamn devil had you out there in the field, barefoot, pregnant, picking cotton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, man, these curses right here fall upon the Lord's chosen people, man.
Right.
These are the people that the Lord chose, these curses falling on. And these curses is in there. And you can see who your brother is through these curses.
Right.
We the only people been in these curses, man. When the white man been out there barefoot and pregnant picking cotton beside you?
Right.
When was he out there beside you? If he was beside you out there while you was barefoot pregnant picking cotton, he was on a horse with a whip in his hand. He wasn't down there picking no cotton with you. Mm-hmm. That's not your brother. That's not your brother. When the Chinese man, was he out there in the field with you picking cotton? Nah. The Mexicans was out there though. You better believe it was some Mexicans out there, some Native Indians. They was out there.
Right.
They was out there in that field. They don't talk about that. They was out there.
Right.
But you ain't see no what them Indian, East Indians. Wasn't no East Indians out there with you.
Elam.
Wasn't no Elamites out there with you. Right. Out there barefoot, pregnant, picking cotton with you.
Nah, they wasn't doing that. They if I could say, they can't relate to you because the curse is not on them. They're not recognized as our people. Our people just need to wake up and find out that the real curse is on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Our black people up here and down in the Benjamites and the Judites and the Levites and all the other 12 tribes, and the Gad and Reuben and of course the have been on reservations.
Right.
I mean, I've been out there out west to see our brothers out there. You can recognize them because they don't have nothing. They had wells full of sulfur. Their fields were red clay. You can't grow corn and nutrients out of that crop. You need a whole lot of fertilizer.
Right.
That's a curse, man. The Bible says that. It says, "Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field."
Right. And we cursed in the city too. And we was cursed in the field then.
Yeah.
But we still cursed in the city.
Right.
Still to this day. I know y'all can see that, man. It don't take a rocket scientist to understand that your people are suffering. Right. Those same people that the Lord said he would curse, those same people that he said he chose, those same people that he said was his special people, those same people he said he would curse you if you didn't hearken to his voice and do and follow his commandments. You will be cursed in the field and in the city. You still curse, man, in these cities, man. We dying every day.
Right.
We getting shot down by the police. We shooting each other down because of slavery and the mental condition that we in. You know what I'm saying? We being treated unfairly in all the institutions. Every institution they got, we treated unfairly in. Our women go have babies in these hospitals. They not getting the same treatment these European women getting. They not getting the same treatment. And they coming out with the stories all the time.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying they coming out with these stories all the time, and you hear these stories all the time, and you still think that's your brother. That's not your brother, man. You still think the white man love you. He does not love you. You ain't nothing but a check to him. Mm-hmm. You ain't nothing but a dollar sign to him. That's it.
Right.
That's it, man. You wanted Donald Trump in there, you got it. And get what? He fit put you back in the field. Yeah, you finna be another dollar sign.
And then it's like
go ahead.
And then you gonna know, man, this curse is continue on.
Right.
Man.
And some of these niggas still gonna be called Donald Trump their brothers. They still gonna be posting pictures with him with diamond teeth and stuff. Come on, man.
And you gonna know who your brother is. Who is our brother? Your brother is the people who have been mistreated to the tune of thousands upon thousands of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians who don't stand a chance because these curses are still on us.
Right.
And the only way you're gonna get out is obey these laws, commandments, and statutes. That's the Lord said in Deuteronomy 28:1.
Right. Millions, sir. Millions. Millions of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I love them Native Indians, man. They're my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Black people always talking about I got Indian in me. Well, act like it. If you got Indian in you, them your brothers then. I don't hear none of y'all saying I got white in me. I got Indian in me though. That's what y'all be saying. And now our Latino brothers getting mingled in with the South down here. Boy, it's finna be a lot of y'all saying I got Latino in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because them your brothers too. And you do got Latino in you. You know what I'm saying? Them our brothers, Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we are brothers, man. And when I say brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about the men. I'm talking about the women too. The sisters too. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? We got any more curses?
Yes, we can. Deuteronomy 28:17. Curse shall thy basket and thy store. Curse shall the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
Right. So like sir, if I could. When it say curse shall be thy basket and thy store. Mm-hmm. Man, I think about we don't even buy, like when a black person open up a store in the neighborhood, you might well say that store cursed because we don't even go shop at that store like we should. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We still choose to go shop in the other store. Now, I wasn't born back in the times where they was doing the civil rights thing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born back in that time, but hearing the stories, you know what I'm saying, about how the black people want to go, they had their own store. But instead, right across the street from the European man store. So instead of going in their store, they want to go sit in the European man store and make them serve them. You know what I'm saying? What sense that make, man? We had our own stores. You hate your brother so much you can't eat his food, and we make the best food. Mm-hmm. So you was putting your life on the line to get a man to love you that hates your guts, to eat his food that ain't got no kind of seasoning and salt in it. This is what we was doing, man. It's so crazy for me to think about our brothers doing this stuff, man.
Now, if I may,
come on.
Also, it's a curse to lose the lineage, even from a great grandfather to a grandfather to a father. We don't even know that back in Wall Street, where our people were, keeping $1 in the neighborhood for 6, 7, 10 weeks, just that long ago, and cursed already that we don't even know that we can't even start up. We can't go open up a store and get a funding from America to say, hey, let's open up the store right now. It's okay.
Right.
And back then, when the people pulled their money back together, we had no army to protect us. They bombed us.
Right.
Lord said, because you curse people.
Right.
And it says, no matter how hard you try like that. It's the only thing, we have to keep those laws, statutes, commandments. That's the key. So there's something that we've done that we need to get back to. And so that the Lord can, because it says that curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
Right.
And everything we have, man, we try, and it goes back to reflecting that we've forgotten just that much. That's just been back in the 20s and 30s.
Right.
Just like that. We done forgot. Who's our brother?
Right. And we trying. And we trying to get our financial situations together, but it ain't gonna come together because we trying without hearkening to the voice of the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't do it without Him, man. We can't do it without following these laws, statutes, and commandments. I don't care how hard you try.
That's it, right there.
That's the bottom line. I don't care how hard you try. Right. You want to finish that verse?
Okay, I'll do that. Verse 18, Deuteronomy 28:18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep.
Right.
A curse shall thou when thou shalt comest in, and curse shall be when thou goes out.
Everywhere you go, man. Coming and going, man. You know what I'm saying? My mama used to say, what's wrong with you? Well, you like you don't know if you coming or going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I couldn't say, Mom, I'm cursed. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we cursed, man. We don't know what's going on out here, man, without these scriptures, man. Right. But ISUPK will give it back to you, man, from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the Lord. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we now, you know what I'm saying? We know more about who the Lord's chosen people are: Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
What's it?
Now I was going to say that right here, we the only people that your brothers, the only ones that Deuteronomy 28:68.
Right.
We were the only. Go ahead. We were the only one.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that.
You want me to do it?
21, 28, what's 28:68?
Yeah, we're the only ones that wound up on slave ships that come over here.
Right.
And you can't be no cursed in what happened right there. Right. Other people don't have that proof like that.
Right.
So that's how you know Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are.
Right. And the devil tried to switch it around and say we from Africa. And try to tell you a Hamite. Had y'all going crazy wearing dashikis and stuff. Right. Come on, I'm glad y'all getting y'all mind together though. Right. At least away from your understanding that you're not no Hamite now.
Right.
And you see these Hamites don't like you. You see that they distinguish themselves from you. You know what I'm saying? Give me that 28:68.
Mm-hmm. Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right. What is that? What is that? Egypt means bondage. The Lord shall bring you into bondage again. You know what I'm saying? Moses got us out of bondage in Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Out of Pharaoh. He got us out of bondage.
That's right.
But the Lord said, if you don't listen, I'm going to take you right back into bondage. You know what I'm saying? With ships. And who the only people that been taken into bondage on ships? Everybody know it was us on cargo slave ships. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
That thou shalt see more again.
Now go back to Africa. Go back to Africa if you want to. You're going to be on somebody's plate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at how they treating the rappers when they go back over there, man. They trying to rob them, man. They supposed to be stars. They went and took Meek Mill, went over there and got robbed and beat up. Man, they don't care nothing about you, man. No Africans don't care nothing about you over there.
That's like it. That's it right there. Meek Mill thought he was African.
Yeah,
he thought he was part of them. Go see my brothers. And that ain't a hell. They make Meek Mills. That's your brother.
Right.
They looked at him like had him chasing behind some hut, climbing a wall somewhere, trying to get on the roof and get the hell out of there.
Right.
Meek Mills won't go back over there. And that's what it is. You don't know your brother, so you're gonna go and even Oprah Winfrey, you're gonna go and just take care of all of the African girls,
right,
in a village. You see how cursed we are, man. Don't even know our own people over here has problems.
Oprah is always destroyed. But it seems like to me, she got too much money to listen to a nigga like us. She got too much money to hearken to the voice of the Lord.
Right.
She probably thinks she a God right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that money she got to do it, man. Come on, man. Giving all the white women cars. You want no black women in the audience. You might see one or two in there. They probably didn't get a car.
Yeah.
They probably wasn't no key under their chair. Well, all the white women got cars, man. Oprah came up, giving back to her enemies. And ain't doing nothing for her people over here. She ain't loving her brothers, man. She don't give a damn about her brothers, man. She don't care. You know what I'm saying? But she love her enemy though. Because her enemy keep her up there. So she think everybody gonna fall, man. She ain't the only one who did stuff in Africa. They all trying to go. The Steve Harvey talk about it all the time. It's Africans, man.
That's right.
Steve Harvey, man, he be talking so like he knows what he talking about so much, man. Man, it's crazy. And women love to listen to him because he tell them they so beautiful. That's all he got to tell them. You don't need no man, this and that. Come on, man. You tell a woman a black woman she don't need her man. Well, you don't love your brother. What you telling your brother? He ain't nothing. Come on, man.
And if they knew, like you have the voters voting for Kamala Harris,
right?
Don't even know that that's not a sister,
right?
In a sense, you see a brother, of course,
right?
Brother and sisterhood. They think that that's just a black sister,
right?
And here she is running for president of the United States, already a vice president. You think you got somebody up there, a black sister, got all these colleges pledging, yeah, man, rah, we going for it. And the woman's married to a white, I'm sorry, Edomite, and her grandfather, or was it a father? Grandfather is
grandfather and a father. Grandfather and a father. Both of Edomites.
Yeah, mother's Elam, East Indian,
right?
And he got the people thinking that because her skin is I don't know what. Maybe I don't know what skin tone she is. Yours?
Nah, she definitely not.
But anyway, she got some brown on it, so she thinks that, oh man, we're proud to have her, because you better be looking over this can of bread that you buy. You don't know.
And even the more hatred for their brothers in that, voting for that woman that they felt like was their sister, was a black woman.
Right.
She was teaching you, she was trying to get you to murder your children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was her main thing she was running on, man.
Right.
Murdering your children. That's a diabolical thing to run on.
Right.
And nobody even saw it. Right. The women was running behind her for that, for the opportunity to be able to murder their children, to have sex with whoever they want.
And that ain't no philosophy. That ain't no philosophy of the black man. The Lord didn't give us that coming out of Egypt or coming out of Israel. That's from Margaret Sanger to go to abort.
Right.
Let's abort them children.
Right.
Because we don't need them. That's genocide to us, your real brother. But because she is not our people, and our people follow that girl, that woman, now they show that they don't really know who they are.
Right. Don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing about who they really are.
That's how the enemy slide right on up into your community, man, pretending to be you. Pretending to be you and pretending to love you. Yeah, they slide right up in there. And they can pretend they love you and give you something to kill you at the same time. And you take it.
Well, the white man,
they're giving it to you with a smile.
You saw the devil.
You know what I'm saying? The devil comes smiling and grinning and hugging and kissing, man.
Right.
And that's all they got to do for you, man. You melt with that.
Right.
And give you some poison and say, yeah, you're going to die, but you're going to come back stronger. No. Right. And you ain't got no proof of that. I ain't seen the rest of them come back. They took it and died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen the rest of them coming. Look at my brothers. Look at them. You done destroyed them. Look at what you did to the Native Indians.
That's right.
You promised them all this stuff, and now you keep taking from them.
Right.
You done destroyed them. They own this. This whole America was theirs. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You came and took it and made laws. And you made laws that can't nobody else do it. Can't nobody else take nothing. Now, if I go take some land somewhere, you know what I'm saying? You're going to lock me up. If the Native Indians try to fight back and take their land, they wrong. You're going to lock them up and kill them. They diabolical, man, to come in and do something like that. And everybody back them. So many people go and fight for them just to get out of poverty, man. They destroyed us, man. And destroyed us and turned us against our brothers, man. But we're going to learn to love our brothers again, man. These scriptures going to teach us to love our brothers again, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to learn to treat our brothers the same way we want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Because and we don't even know that's one of the most important commandments, man, that we love our brother, man. One of the most important. Is one of the two most important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you give me Mark 12 and 31?
Mark 12 and 31.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how important it is that you learn to love your brothers, man. You gotta love your brother. You know what I'm saying? And you see your brother somewhere. Like I had a brother, I went to a store one time, my brother came to me. He was like, man, let me get some, man, can you borrow some money, man, to buy me a pack of cigarettes? I said, cigarettes? I said, man, I ain't finna buy you no cigarettes, man. I'll buy you something to eat, man. Mm-hmm. And he then, you know what I'm saying, sitting there talking to him, he said, man, I just want some cigarettes, man. I'm thinking to myself, man, you why you want some cigarettes? You think of, I said, man, look, I don't buy you no cigarettes, I'll buy you some food. And then he broke down and told me, man, I'm living in the woods. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm living back here in the woods. I got me a little spot in the woods back here. So I'm thinking to myself, if you living in the woods, mm-hmm. How you gonna feed yourself with some cigarettes? Man, I'm not finna buy you no cigarettes. I said, man, I'll buy you something to eat, man. Right. He said, all right, then. Give me a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? So I got him what he want, but I ain't getting the money to get it. You know what I'm saying? If he would have asked me to borrow $5, you know what I'm saying? Or well, not borrow, because I wasn't gonna see it no more. But if he'd asked me for a few dollars, you know what I'm saying, to get him something to eat, he'd have had me. He could have gotten a few dollars and got him some cigarettes. If that's what he was gonna do with it.
Right.
But give me 12:31.
12:31. I'll read it right. Mark 12 and 30. Let's get that one first.
Oh,
it says, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind.
Oh, so
all that strength.
There you go above there where the brother came and asked him the most important of the commandments.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
I think it's 28.
We'll go to 28. All right. Mark 12 and 28. And one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together and receiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all?
Right.
Verse 29. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one.
Right.
Verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Right. Now he said, love our God with all our heart, man. It's the first. Because this brother asked him what's the most important out of the commandments. He told him the first. We know to love God with all our heart. Go ahead.
With all thy heart, and with all thy soul.
All our soul. Go ahead.
And with all thy mind, and with all thy strength.
Everything.
This is the first commandment.
That's the first commandment. Go ahead.
And the second is like, namely this.
Now this is the second one now.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You should love your neighbor. Your neighbor means your brother, man. Mm-hmm. And check it out. The man asked him what's the most important commandment. He asked what's the greatest commandment. But what did Christ do? He didn't just tell him to love God and stop it right there. He went further and told him more on that, what it meant to love God, man. How important it was to what? Love your brother.
To love this. And the second is like, namely this. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right.
There is none other commandment greater than these.
Ain't nothing greater than these.
Right.
And ask for one, what's the greatest?
Right.
Christ told him, ain't none greater than these, man. Love God with all your strength, man, with everything you got. And love your brother. You know what I'm saying? Love your brother, man. That's how important it is to love your brother, man. Now you know who your brother is. You gotta know how to love your brother, man. Stop selling your brother drugs out here, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got all these people you selling drugs to.
That's right.
If you selling drugs out here, which is witchcraft, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If you selling drugs out here, you a drug dealer. You got all these people that come to you for drugs, man. Look at all the families you destroying. You know what I'm saying? If you're a black man, you mainly selling to black people. Right. You know, you ain't in no white neighborhood selling no dope. You selling to black, Hispanic, Native Indians, man. You destroying all these families, man. I done seen a lot of families destroyed from these drugs. That's a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? You out here selling drugs to your people, robbing your people, running your people's houses, robbing your people, stealing from your people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Prostituting your women, your sisters out here on these streets, man. Buying prostitutes, tricking, all of that, man. You don't love your people, man. Right. I know you want to see better for your people than to be doing stuff like this, man.
And if I can say, these are the least of our people too, man.
The least.
That it just is sexy red just because you think she's made a few $1,000s, probably $1 million by now. Who knows? She's actually one of the least of our people.
Right. They let her borrow $1 million. So they gonna get it back.
And if I got a text to show you that you're not supposed to treat the least of our people.
Go ahead. What you got?
The basic scripture. Let's see. We're gonna go to what's that? Matthew 25 and 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, insomuch as if you have done it unto one of the least of thy brothers,
right?
Least of these brothers, ye have done it unto me.
Right. You selling dope out here to the poorest, but they going to steal to get this money to buy some dope from you, man.
Right.
And they got kids at home.
Right.
And you gonna take their money and sell them some dope, man. You did it to Christ, man. You doing it to them, you'll do it to Christ, man.
That's right.
You gonna pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna pay for that unless you repent, man. Stop doing that stuff, man. Stop doing that.
Right.
Learn to love your brother, man.
Right.
Give me Luke 6 and 31.
That's why I was headed.
Right.
Luke 6 and 31. Luke 6 and 31.
Go ahead.
And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also them likewise.
Right. You wouldn't want these people doing you, your brothers doing you like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would not want them doing you like you was down on your last, man. You know, what you always say, man, hey, just let me hold stuff, man. That's how they feel. When they come to you, just let me hold something, you be like, nah, I gotta have the money. I'm not saying give them no crack. Help them get off of the crack, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them a job, so help them get a job. Get you a job. Don't be selling no crack. There's plenty of jobs out here. I know we don't be wanting to work no slavery, but everybody can't be no entrepreneur. Somebody gotta work. Somebody gotta go to work, make some money, and start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start somewhere. And we gotta help each other from the bottom, out the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's where we coming from. We coming out the mud with this. We ain't got nothing. We are in slavery. We've been in slavery for over 400 years. You know what I'm saying? We coming from nothing. These people fed and ate off of us for over 400 and some years, man. We gotta come together now and come out of this. This is the only way, man. We gotta listen to the Lord, and He gave us the way.
Right.
He gave us the key to it. You ain't finna go get no guns and fight your way up out of this. If you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no money to get no guns.
That's right.
How you gonna fight your way up out of this, man? You better go to the Lord like He told you. He told you can't fight up out of it. He told you to hearken to His voice. Now we need to look at our ancestors and see that they did what they did wrong. Through these scriptures, see what they did wrong. They didn't obey, and this happened to them. Now they children are going through this. But the Lord said, if we hearken to His voice, we His chosen people.
Right.
And we can come out of this, man. We gotta love each other, man, in order to get up out of this, man. Right. We brothers. We can't be looking at no Native Indians and looking at down on them. You know what I'm saying? They had this place thriving. The devil came in and took it. Right. We can't look down on them because the devil came in. The devil is who he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll read it again.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:1, and it should come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right,
to observe and do all His commandments.
All His commandments, man.
Which I command thee this day.
This day.
Right.
That means every day, if you read this tomorrow, this day.
Right.
It was already commanded. You know what I'm saying? And going to church every Sunday ain't gonna do it.
That ain't gonna do it.
Asking the Lord to forgive you ain't gonna do it, man. Y'all, like, these Christians think they could just ask for forgiveness. My grandma used to tell me that, man. You know, I'm little, I don't even know nothing. So when I hear my grandma cuss, my grandma say damn or shit, Salakia. If I hear my grandma say a word like that, you know, I say, Grandma, you ain't supposed to cuss. My grandma say, it's okay, I can ask the Lord to forgive me. I be like, what? You know, that's teaching me that at a young age. Oh, all I gotta do is say, Lord, forgive me. Boy, you can imagine when I was that little child, what I was doing with my little cousins and stuff. I was cussing up some. I was cussing them out, boy. I can ask the Lord forgive. Then get what I say, Lord forgive me. My grandma taught me that.
That's
man.
Heavy.
That was great.
That's heavy. And that's how you know that most of our people, and especially those our brothers that's in the Christian churches, man.
Right.
You know, that's how you know they don't know who they are, because they're trying to follow the other gods stuck up in the Christian churches. It wasn't meant for them. Them people can do that. The Lord don't care nothing about them.
Right.
He don't care nothing about it. He don't care about them, and let them attend whatever church they want. They're gonna worship gods of wood and stone.
Right.
They're gonna worship the cross. They're gonna worship the cobblestone. And of course, our brothers in the Mecca churches, whatever. What do you call them? The Muslims. They're gonna do that. And the people and our brothers in those churches, and even they're trying to follow all the gods of wood and stone. They'll let you know that they don't know who they are. Because if they did, they would know. The Lord said, and if it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all His commandments. You ain't gonna find none of His commandments in them churches up in there.
And they ain't gonna hearken to the Lord's commandments anyway, because get what? If they hearken to the Lord's commandments, get what they gotta do? They gotta serve us. You see what I'm saying? They gotta serve it. And you know good and well they not finna serve the slaves.
Exactly.
They not finna serve they slaves, man. The people that ain't got nothing, don't know nothing, they not finna serve you.
Right. And they should see that. It says, and do all His commandments which I commanded thee this day. The Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth. We ain't set above no nations out there.
And they ain't gonna set us up there either.
Now, how we figure that we equal with them?
Right.
You know, that's all that pastor is doing is putting some money in his pocket and say, yeah, y'all go ahead. Y'all keep the Christianity and all that. Just give me the green money.
Right.
You know, that's what he wants.
Well, when these people see they pastors doing all this, I remember I had told a girl one time, all these pastors and stuff, these Christian pastors, they ain't no good. I'm trying to tell her all of them, man. It's dirt. All of them doing dirt. They just getting money and doing whatever. She said the same thing I done heard so many of them say. Not my pastor. Mm-hmm. Not my pastor. And she got mad. I said, your pastor too. Yeah, he the same thing. Mm-hmm. And she got mad to the point she wanted, like, she seemed like she was going to cry. I was like, man, this is so serious what these preachers out here doing. And I know they dirty. Right. I done seen so many of them. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing an old man sitting up somewhere trying to buy a woman. You know what I'm saying? Trying to buy a prostitute. And then somebody say, man, you know he a preacher. I was like, what? Yeah, he got a church. His church. But he buying women. And women going to him. And people know it. And they still going to his church. Man, what sense that make, man? Christianity is white supremacy, man. Right. They got us in a messed up situation out here, for lack of a more sophisticated way to put it. They got us in a messed up situation out here. Right. And it's crazy, man. We look at our brothers like we ain't nothing, and we be so against our brothers, man. We gotta forgive our brothers for these things they done did to us, man. And we gotta look past that. That's the only way we're gonna heal and got there and come back together. That's the only way.
And also, if I could add, we need our brothers, teach our brothers who they are.
Right.
So we can recognize, our brothers need to recognize who we are and recognize, if you know you are, then you know this Bible belongs to you. You know these commandments belong to you, not other Christianity and worshiping gods of wood and stone, and then you wouldn't be caught up trying to look for some other thing, because those ways in that church can lead you everywhere, because that's nothing but Esau's philosophy.
Right. And Christianity. We got to understand we all in that messed up situation.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? We all mess up. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be hard to get it together. Sometimes it's harder for some people to get it together. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn to forgive. You know what I'm saying? Forgive that brother. You be like, man, I done gave that brother 2 chances, man. He done did it 2 times. Yeah, he probably did it 2 times, but that means that the 3rd time, give him another chance. You know what I'm saying? The next time he might get it right, man. But next time, you know, at least you know the next time you got to watch him a little hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to take more precaution with him. But give that brother a chance, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? You look at these people out here on these drugs, man. A lot of them don't just get over. You know what I'm saying? Get over these drugs just like that. It takes time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can I get Mark Matthew 5:22?
Matthew 5:22.
No, make that Matthew 18:21-22.
Matthew 18:21.
21-22. Right. That's about forgiving your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn to forgive them to move, and so we can move on. You know what I'm saying? We can move on and get this thing right. Because you can't love them if you don't forgive them. You always holding a grudge on them. You can't learn to love them then. You got it?
Matthew, what is it?
18:21.
Matthew 18:21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
Right.
And I forgive him.
Right.
7 times?
Go ahead.
Jesus saith unto him, I saith not to thee until 7 times, but even 70 times 7.
Right. Christ told a man not even 7 times. He said, shall I forgive him 7 times he done did this to me? Christ said, no, not even 7 times. More than that. You know what I'm saying? More than that. You got to continue to forgive him, man, because look at how many times the Most High forgiving you. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these times he forgiving you. And he even sent his only son, you know what I'm saying, to be sacrificed for you, so that you could get back to this truth, man.
If I could say, what he's saying here also, 7 times 70 is a number, because it's 490, but it really means is more than that, just as many times as it takes.
Many times it takes.
It's just a number to be used as, you know, it's a not an absolute number. He's just saying it's a number of infinite.
Right. Like I said, man, the most I've forgiven you, man. Mm-hmm. All the things you done did in your life, well, however old you are, you 20, 30, you done did a lot of sinning. Right. You still can get it right. You know what I'm saying? You still can hearken to the voice of the Lord as long as you're alive. You know what I'm saying? But you can't go back and keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Once you hearken to the voice of the Lord, man, keep that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You learn to love your brother, man, keep that. You know what I'm saying? That's an important thing, man. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We're close. You got it? All right. That you, how many more you got?
There was, I got one more, but
go ahead.
One more?
Yeah, go
ahead. All right. Give me Matthew 5:22.
All right.
And yeah, man, we got to keep forgiving them, man. And a lot of us be jealous of. Ain't none of us got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Give me what you got.
Matthew 5:22. But I say unto you that whoever is angry with thy brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Without a cause, man. What cause do we have to be angry with our brothers, man? Our brothers ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing. All of us on the bottom. So when we look at our brothers and be mad at him because he getting something, man, you mad at him? There ain't no cause to be mad at him for that. This brother got a job. He working. He ain't out here doing this and that with me. He ain't trying to rob nobody. Man, that brother lame, man. We don't mess with him. There ain't no reason to hate on that brother, man. Anything, and that's what a lot of us be hating on each other. I see it. Because somebody getting something and getting somewhere and they ain't want to run the streets no more. What use is that to hate on a brother? Go talk to that brother, man. He might get you about the streets. He might get you a job, helping him out. You know what I'm saying? And y'all both get out the streets. You know what I'm saying? Get a little cleaner in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It all gonna take loving your brother to get up out of this, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna end the class with that right there. Let's finish reading this. So you gonna finish?
Yeah. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and right. Whosoever shall say unto him, Brother Raka, shall be in danger of the council.
Right. Raka means enmity with your brother, like being scornful to your brother. That's Raka. That's what Raka means.
Well, but shall be in danger of the council. That means you're gonna be counsel.
Right.
Yeah. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Right.
But anyway,
we're gonna end the class here. How you get this? Okay, I got it. Okay. These are the ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, route for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. What's the next holy convocation? We just had the Feast of Dedication. The Feast of Dedication is Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which will be Thursday the 13th March, and Friday the 14th March 2025. Remind Akim and Akbar to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school. to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, band, headband, scarf. Girl.
For that, salute. Salute out your brothers. Tip the camera. That's good right there. Right, salute out your brothers.
Amazon Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Rakatah, Yahweh Matah,
Sar, face the sisters.
Sar, face the sisters. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Latah, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Matah, dismissed.